Not an ideal day, but that definitely took me out for the day. And within the set of rules that I am trading on, that was basically the end of the day for me. So that means that we start again tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new and fresh day. So I have a question for those of you who are either looking to transition out of your day job, or have already transitioned out of your day job, or never had a day job, right? I have a question for you guys. What is it? What do you think are the most important key components that are necessary to mentally and financially separate from the quote-unquote security of that day job? So you're working, you're making, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 grand a month, or whatever the case may be. You're paying your bills. You decide you want to trade. Most people will trade with some sort of end game in mind. And for a lot of traders, that end game is not having to go to that day job anymore. Now, some people will continue if they're passionate about what they do, if they're I'll have to let the voicemail catch that one. Sorry about that. So, a lot of traders are really passionate about what they do, and the end game is not leaving that day job. But I think for a significant portion of traders, that really is. That's the idea, right? And the whole idea being, hey, I want to trade for 90 minutes a day. I want to make more money. I want to scale up. I want to have this lifestyle. I want to travel. I wanted this. I wanted that, right? So before taking that plunge, what is it that you feel needs to be in place before transitioning out of that, again, that quote-unquote security of the day job? So there are financial aspects, there are psychological, mental, emotional aspects, and by that I'm referencing, so remember back in the day when you figured out your trading strategy, and then you went to evaluation, or you deposited money into an account, or whatever the case may be. What happened to your trading results immediately after making that transition? Did you maintain the same consistency? Did you maintain the same averages? Did you even track your averages? How big of a stat game were you playing at this point, right? So where were you? So what happened in that transition for you, and how much do you expect a transition like leaving the day job to have on those results when that financial pressure starts to accumulate because you're financially reliant on trading instead of it being additional income, if that makes sense? So what needs to be in place psychologically, emotionally, and all that? Savings. What kind of savings do you think is important to have when you transition into this space? Do you want to have 3 months, 6 months, 12 months worth of savings as a backup? Would you consider doing this if you were actually trading your own capital, or would you feel more comfortable doing this as a funded trader and not having that downside? So what do you think, if you're there, or you're getting there, or you feel like you're close to achieving that sort of threshold, what is it that needs to be in place, right? Because let's face it, trading is a mind game. You can learn a strategy. In fact, any well-crafted strategy will be successful for the right trader if everything else is in place. But with that, everything else really involves discipline, emotional control, consistency, management of that psychological game, that psychological trading game. And so when that dynamic changes, are you prepared? And what does it take in your mind for that preparation to really be sufficient for your desires and your needs? So comment below or shoot me a DM. Let me know what you think. What is it that you need to have in place at the time of putting in that notice at work? All right? Anyway, I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you guys soon.